practical lesson is our 20th practical lesson. Already we have learned 19 practical lessons in our earlier lessons. This would be our 20th practical lesson. In this practical lesson, we would study a particular variety of Adavu. You all know that Adavu means steps. Today we are going to study a particular variety of Adavu. This particular variety of Adavu is known as Karthari Adavu. This particular variety of Adavu is known as Karthari Adavu. We have learned another Adavu in the lesson 19, practical lesson 19, that is called Kathi Adavu. In our practical lesson 9, we have learned another variety of Adavu which is known as Utpalavana Adavu. In our practical lesson 13, we have learned Utsanka Adavu. This is almost same as the Utpalavana Adavu syllable. That is the practical lesson 9. And the practical lesson 19, Kathi Adavu, we learned. In our previous lesson, we have learned the Kathi Adavu. But the syllable for Kathi Adavu and Uttalavana Adavus are same. There is no differences in the syllable. And also the Talam also in Aditala. This particular Adavu which we are going to study today is the Karthari Adavu. The Adavu which we are going to study today is the Karthari Adavu. For this also the syllable is same and it is also based on Adithalam. And also we can see some of the dancers, they considered this is the fourth variation of Utpalavana Adavu. I have already well explained to you in the lesson 19 why they are considering the 19 as Utpalavana Adavu. Even though it has its own name, they are considering must be that it is based on the same syllable. Similarly, this Karthari Adavu also they are considering as a fourth variation. They are considering this as the fourth variation of Utpalavana Adavu. But it is under a particular specified name called Karthari Adavu. Because of that, we are considering under a specified separate topic because it is already identified under a particular specified name. That is why we are considering here today as a separate Adavu, but yet we are following the same syllable what we have already done it. Already in the Utpalavana Adavu, two variations we have learned in the practical lesson 9 and practical lesson 19 under the name of Kathi Adavu. But for these three Adavus, the syllable is almost same. Similarly, even for the Adavu which we are going to study, the Karthari Adavu also, the syllable is same. But under the specified, well-recognized name called Karthari Adavu. This particular Karthari Adavu, now we will see why it is called by the name Karthari Adavu. because you have seen, we have already learned the 13th practical lesson, Utsanka Adavu. We have already learned one Adavu called Utsanka Adavu. For that, we have used that Utsanka hand gesture. For that Adavu, we have learned and we have used the Utsanka hand gesture. In our theory lesson, we have learned Virghasivasham. One hand, this is Virghasivasham. When it is used together, two Virghasiva hands together, which is called Utsanka. That particular Adavu, practical lesson 13, we have used the Utsanka hand gesture. Only the hand gesture, what we have used in that particular Adavu is only Utsanka. Because of that, we call this Adavu. That means that particular practical lesson 13 Adavu, Utsanka Adavu. Because we didn't use any other hand gesture. Only one hand gesture we used, that was the Utsanka hand gesture. Because of that, the particular Adavu is recognized by the hand gesture's name, Utsanka Adavu. Similarly, the Adavu which we are going to study today is Karthari Adavu. The Adavu which we are going to study today is the Karthari Adavu. The Karthari Adavu, we are using the hand gesture Karthari Muha. We are using the hand gesture Karthari Muha. In our single hand gesture, we have learned the Karthari Muha. This is the Karthari Muha hand gesture. That this particular Adavu, also we are using only the Karthari Muha hand gesture. Because of that, this particular Adavu is known as Karthari Adavu. No other hand gestures we are using. Only the hand gesture what we are using is Karthari Muha hand gesture. Because of that, this particular Adavu is known as Karthari Adavu. Syllable for this particular Adavu, which is the Karthari Adavu, which we are going to study today, is Dit Teyum Ta Ta Te. Dit Teyum Ta Ta Te. This is the syllable for this. This is the syllable for this Karthari Adavu. As I have already explained to you several times, it is always a must that when you learn the Adavus, try your best to understand for what purpose and how the name was given and what is the technical name or the term for this Adavus, and all this. Try the maximum and absorb it and do it. Otherwise, most of the student community are just doing it. This is the way, this is the way, this is the way it has to be done. It is not a proper way of learning the classical Bharatha Natyam Nritya element, which is known as Adavus. Maximum we have to try. Sometimes we can't clarify it. Sometimes it is not in a position to clarify it, because it has come to us for generation and generation, thousands and thousands of years we passed through it, but we have to consider it when we find out these Adavus. Try our best level to find out. That would be the healthy grounds for this classical Bharatha Natyam in future as well as for the present. I will explain to you how to do the leg movements. Leg movements for the right side. This is the arrangement is Sthana position, Alida Mandala foot position. This Teyum Ta Ta Te. Left leg I took it out and crossing the right leg in Swastika Mandala Sthana position. Then this Teyum Ta Ta Te. This is the left leg I am crossing in Swastika Mandala Sthana position. Now this the facing the left side. Right leg is crossed back in Swastika Mandala Sthana position. This the left leg is crossed in Swastika Mandala Sthana position and body is slanting to the right side and facing the right side. Now I will explain to you the left movement. Left movement, as usual, we have to arrest the Arai Sthana position and Alida Mandala foot position, and we have to do, when we do it, we have to take the right foot out. This front of the right foot, we are crossing the left foot in Swastika Mandala Sthana position. This is, we are crossing the right leg in front of the left leg in Swastika Mandala foot position. Then this we are crossing the left foot back in Swastika Mandala Sthana position by facing the right side, and the body also should have to slant to the right side. Then then the final we have to do the right leg crossed back in Swastika Mandala Sthana position of the left foot. Once again I will show you. This would be the position for the leg side. This this is the foot position for the left side. Hand gesture. The hand gesture, we are only using one hand gesture, that is the Karthari hand gesture. It would be like this for the right side. I am going to do the right side. This is my right side. This this is the right side. For this, you can notice that my hand gesture, what I have used it is Karthari Mukham. Then when we do it for the right side, this hand is rotating in half circle and facing the audience. See, this then for the left side, when we do for the right side, left leg we are using this like this then for the right side, this here you can see the same Karthari Mukham is facing upwards. The fingers are pointing out upwards. This this is the right side movement. Once again, I will show you. This this is the right side. Then for the left side, it would be this Now I will show you once again with the hands. it would be like this. Dit, the yum, the ta, te. The hand is rotated to half circle. Dit, the yum, the. Dit, the yum, the ta, te. Dit, the yum, the ta, te. Dit, the yum, the ta, te. This is the left side. This is my left side. So you follow it. When you do this, you can follow it. But only thing, you have to understand the way of doing. Otherwise, it is very confusing for you. The second speed for this Karthari Adavu is Dit Teyum Ta, Dit Teyum Ta. Third also Dit Teyum Ta, Dit Teyum Ta, Dit Teyum Ta, like that. The first one is Dit Teyum Ta Ta Te. Dit Teyum Ta Ta Te. The same one we also followed in our Utpalavana Adavu and Katti Adavu. Utpalavana Adavu, which we have learned in our practical lesson 9, and Katti Adavu, what we have learned in our practical lesson 90. The same as that. Second speed is Dit Teyum Ta, Dit Teyum Ta. Third one is Dit Teyum Ta, Dit Teyum Ta, Dit Teyum Ta. Like that. Only for the first one, Dit Teyum Ta Ta Te. Dit Teyum Ta Ta Te.